Hello guys, first video I'm doing after the new year now. Happy New Year everybody. New year, new me and all that. Been going to the gym on the days that I can't golf. I've got some new products to try out today. I've got the golf watch on the go. I'm using these Amazon balls. And I'm at Rhuddlan golf course, and I'm just on the back 8 holes. You do 10 holes, and then you cross past the clubhouse, and then you do 8 more. Been scoring okay so far, so I'm warmed up. So let's see how we get on.
Hole 11 is a really long par 4, 450 yards. There's also a ditch round the corner about 300 yards down, so you got to keep that in mind as well.
Second shot on this par 4, really difficult par 4, not the greatest drive. It's a dogleg right, we've got to go around this corner, and I've left myself all the way on the right, so not the best position. I'm going to try a bit of a cutty 6 iron, aim it down there and try and get a bit of fade on it. So we encourage the fade. Yeah, just like that. Went to plan. Didn't strike it sweet, but I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, so happy with that. We've got a shot into the green now from there. There's a ditch on this hole. Short of that, should have a good line to the green. Okay, so in a great position now after that 6 iron. We're 118 yards to the centre of the green, 132 to the back of the green. So I'll show you how it looks on the watch. So I'm going to try and play sort of a 120 yard shot. 9 iron, not quite a full, well, it is a full whack. I'd rather be past the hole than short of the hole. It's a bit right. Maybe a tad short, but it's on the green, we're putting, so I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm thinking uphill, right to left. Aim it a foot right, I reckon. We're going uphill, so we're going at some speed, so the ball's not got enough time to turn as much as normal. A foot right, get it past the hole. Hole number 12, we've got 143 to the centre, 156 to the back. There's trouble short, there's a slope coming down on the front side of the green, there's a bunker left, there's a ditch going all the way across, so I don't want to mess about with being short. So I'm going to hit a 7 iron, which is 150, 155 when I hit it perfect. Here's the view of the hole on the watch. Getting draw on the ball for some reason. That's new for me. New year, new me. Getting draw on the ball instead of fade. Well, only with my irons. I'm fading my long stuff and I'm drawing my short stuff. That's a bit of a strange one. The chip wasn't too good there. Left it a little bit longer than I wanted. Ended up with a 2-putt. So a bogey there. Could be worse obviously, but bogey on that hole's a little bit rubbish. Okay, hole number 13. We've got 3 par 5s in a row now. So hopefully this could be an interesting watch. How I manage par 5s. I never get to a par 5 in 2 shots like some of the big boys can do. So, but I do okay on par 5s. So maybe a good chance to show how I manage them. So this one, there's a pond on the right. We don't normally hit it that far in the winter, especially. I usually aim at these trees on the left. A nice high driver, and the fade brings it back over to the right. Really good drive for me. I didn't start the shot out on the line that I meant to start it out on, but I also didn't get much fade, and it started out left centre and it faded about, I don't know, 10 yards, less than normal, and it should be nicely in the middle. I must just do a little nice little shout out to Birdie Freaks here. Really love the hat and the hoodie. The hoodie's got all the writing on the back obviously, but honestly it's probably the most comfortable hoodie I've got. I love that the tassels are not really short and get lost inside the hood. I love how the arms are tapered at the ends, and it fits really well around your wrist instead of being really baggy. Same at the waist, just fits well. I honestly don't have a hoodie that fits as well as this, so I think I'm going to get a couple more. So, par 5, second shot. I think the second shot on a par 5 is arguably most important shot. Obviously your approach shot to the green is really important. But yeah, so I'm 307 yards away. So I'm never going to get there in my wildest dreams. If I can hit something nearly 200 yards, sensible, then I'm happy. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit this hybrid. It's a 4 hybrid. It usually goes pretty sensible for me. I could hit a wood, but my woods are very 50-50. This club plays more like an iron. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I can usually get away with quite a bit with that club. If I don't hit it perfect, it doesn't go wildly slicey. It stays pretty straight most of the time. So for me, that's a sensible choice, which is proven to be wise on a par 5. So I've got a shot into the green now. Okay, we left ourselves in a pretty nice spot. We've got a good angle into the green. There's a bunker left and right, so we've got to try and hit a good shot here. 155 yards. Okay, well that one didn't draw. I'm in a bit of a strange day today. Irons off the tee are drawing. Irons off the floor are fading most of the time. I don't know, it's getting a bit of a erratic day. That was towards the bunker, that shot, so let's just hope I'm not in. Okay, we got my least favourite shot. Got to get over a bunker. Close to the green. Gonna use a sand wedge. Delicate shot. It's in the hole. That's a birdie, right? 1, 2, 3 to here. Wow, that's a birdie. I'm not going to stop recording. Come on, let me get my trolley moving. I'm not going to stop recording because it doesn't look like it's in, but it is. Just need to move the flag. So the rules state if I move the flag so it's straight, if the ball drops, it's in. Straighten the flag. There we go. Birdie! Well happy with that. Okay, second par 5 now. There's not really much trouble on this first shot. Just got to get it centre of the fairway ideally. Aim it at those brown trees over there. Okay, that really wasn't a good drive. All the way to the right hand tree line. Just got to hope it's not in too much trouble. I think I was a bit excited after that birdie. Probably still thinking about it while I was swinging the club a little bit. Okay, I didn't want to say too much when I was over the ball there because there were some members on the hole right next to me. I didn't want to be talking and putting them off. But yeah, but just by the tree line there, it wasn't terrible. So the situation was that I had a pond on the left, a long way to go, but I just went with a sensible 5 iron, aimed it at the edge of the pond and let it fade away back towards the right, hit it really well, hit it exactly as I planned, and I've got a nice shot towards the green now, back in good position. Just goes to show that as long as you can hit, say, a 5 out of 10 driver on a par 5, you can usually make up for it with the second shot. Obviously ideally you want a 10 out of 10 drive, don't you, but it doesn't always go that way with the driver. Okay, third shot in. I got 139 to the centre of the green, but my experience of being on this hole before is that everything slopes down when you're near the green and on the green. So I'm going to aim for the front edge of the green instead of the middle. So I'm going to go for the 124 number on the watch. That's the near edge of the green. So I'm playing my 130 yard shot here. Okay, it seemed a pretty good strike. It was left of the intended line. Not sure if it'll be on or short of the green, but like I said, my experience of this hole is if you go like at the pin, it'll be long, or if you're long, it'll be really long. So better to be front edge of this green, I think. Okay, we did just about make it to the putting surface, so I'll take that. So it's a long putt. Ideally we 2-putt it from here and we get a par. But I'll tell you what we're not going to do, we're not going to get a double bogey. We've protected ourselves from double bogey here by playing the hole sensible. If I hit my second shot with, say, like a 5-wood, that could have gone anywhere. It could have been way left, it could have been a massive slice and right. We played it sensible and we are giving ourselves a chance at a par. So we're looking at a downhill right to left. Bit short, but not a mile away. Okay, yeah, really happy with that. I got a par after a bad drive, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, hole 15 now. This is the third par 5 in a row. Again, pretty simple. Keep the driver in the middle, hopefully. I'm going to aim it at the left tree line. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Probably the best driver I've hit today. Nicely in the middle of the face, pretty much. Obviously they go a lot better when you hit them in the middle of the face. Okay, really good drive, in a great position. We got 266 to get to the green. There's bunkers short, there's no point trying to go for it. So, sensible shot, either a 5-iron, that get me 170, that'd leave me 90 in, or I go for the 4 hybrid, might go 180, 190, that'd leave me less in, I'm not worried too much about going for it. I'm just going to hit a 5-iron, keep it sensible. Okay, so yeah, that was not a good shot. Basically, bad contact on the ball, pretty much topped it, but it's still in a good position. We're just going to have a longer shot in. We can still get a par from here. Very doable. We just need a good approach shot. That second shot, anything half decent was going to give us a shot into the green, as long as we stayed in position and we didn't go into the trees left or right. So we've done that. So instead of having a pitching wedge into the green, we might have a 8, but that's still doable. You can still get a par from there. Here we are, look, a little bit short of where we wanted to be, but we're in a great position. Yeah, so we've got 140 to the middle, which is an 8-iron for me. I think I'm on. Just in case anybody's thinking bad about me, I am replacing these divots. I'm just not recording every single one of them because video would be an hour long then, wouldn't it? But yeah, I am picking up the divots and walking back and putting them in. So yeah, good driver, bad 5-iron, but not bad. It was just like, you know, I still got distance on it. I just didn't get as much as I wanted. Still in a great position, and look, I've left myself with a shot in. The important shot, the approach one, was good, so I've got a birdie chance. It's not close, but you know, I'm looking at another par. We're pin high, or just a little bit past pin high. Got a good chance though. Okay, so we do have a chance for birdie, but we definitely want a par. We don't want to go more than that. We don't want to get a bogey. We don't want to be 3-putting. This looks quite downhill and a little bit right to left. When you're downhill, you usually get more swing. When you're uphill, you usually get less swing. So I'm going to aim about here. Don't want to be long because it's downhill. It'll go and go and go. So the speed is more important than anything here. Okay. So another par. We'll take that. Happy with a par. So those 3 par 3s actually 1 under par after all 3 of them, which is really good. But I think I highlighted that if you just play sensible shots, you don't have to go for it. I mean, if you want birdies, then yeah, you're going to have to hit some really good shots. But if you're a mid handicapper or a high handicapper, you're going to love a par. So that's the best way to play par 5s if you're not a big hitter. By knowing your limits, playing sensible shots, avoiding disaster with your putting. Obviously no 3 putts are allowed, but yeah, don't be scared of par 5s. Okay, hole number 16 in Rhuddlan. Another long par 4, which is typical for Rhuddlan. There's quite a lot of long par 4s. I struggle to get to the green in 2 shots on a few of the holes here. So this one you've got bunker on the right hand side of the fairway over there. I'm going to try and aim over these green furry trees here. I'm going to try and start it over them and hope it just fades nicely. Well, I definitely got what I came for then. Maybe a little bit too left. We'll see when we get there. Okay, we've landed on the left side of the fairway. Well, we're not really on the fairway, we're kind of in the rough. But left is good here. There's a pond right there. And we've completely took it out of the hole now. We're not worried about that pond at all now. Still a long way in though, 180 yards. Okay, not a good strike there. You can't always hit good shots though, that's golf. So I hit it kind of toppy slicey. So I'm short right of the green. Hopefully we can chip on and 2 putt. That'll be an alright finish. Only be a bogey and not a double. Okay, we've got 50 yards to the pin and a lot of green to work with. So we've got a choice to make. We can either hit a sand wedge, grip down on it and hit a high pitch, or we can hit a low pitch and run kind of shot. I feel like there's more problems with hitting a full swing than there is hitting a nice controlled one, so I'm going to go with a low pitch and run type of shot. So I'm going to choose the pitching wedge instead of the sand wedge, and I'm just going to kind of half swing it. Not bad, not bad. I landed on the upslope. I was a little bit short. I landed on the upslope, so it didn't roll out as much as I was first hoping for. But I'm on there. I can 2 putt from there, walk away with a bogey. and then that's okay. A bogey on this hole's not bad. There we go. A pretty well played hole overall. First shot was great. Well, first shot was good. Second shot was pretty poor. Third shot was okay. First putt was good. Second putt was good. Walk away with a bogey. Just goes to show you don't have to do anything too special to be getting pars and bogeys. Sensible golf, knowing your limits, knowing where you miss. I know that I miss to the right, so I start left to compensate. Sensible golf will get you around the course. Okay, hole 17, really long par 4. I struggle with this hole. I never usually get to the green in 2 shots here. Never. I've never done it once. So you've got about 200 plus yards to those trees on the right, and then it dog legs around. I'm not quite long enough to get around that corner. So all I can hope for now is to be left on the fairway and hopefully have a shot in. So I'm going to aim at that tallest tree sticking up above the rest over there, and hopefully I don't fade it too heavy. Yeah, that was pretty decent. Slightly low out of the face, that's why it came out quite low. As you can see on the driver, I've hit it quite low out of the face there. But got away with it. It's pretty much in the place that I wanted to put it. So let's see how we get on from there. Okay, we've hit a good drive. It's still over 200 yards away though, so we're not going to get there. So I'm just going to hit a sensible 5-iron. Aim it at that bunker on the left. Okay, I hit that 5-iron pretty okay, but really pulled it left. It might be in trouble. It's going to be a recovery job anyway. Let's see how good my recovery game is. Okay, so almost in the trees then, but we're okay. We've got 55 yards. I'm going to grip down on a sand wedge. Booyah. Okay, we've got about 11 or 12 feet here. Realistic chance at a par. I'm thinking we're uphill, maybe a touch right to left. made it. Try that one again. Where was I? About here? About there? I just didn't, I think the line was pretty decent. Maybe I missed my line a little bit left, but the speed wasn't there, so the speed's the worst bit. Why didn't I do that the first time? Okay, last hole in Rhuddlan, I got 160 yards, so I'm going to hit a 6 iron. Yeah, it wasn't the best strike. Wasn't the best strike of my life. Came off the toe end of the face of the club, but it flew okay. Just lost a bit of distance. Need to be hitting it in the sweet spot ideally. Okay, so it wasn't a terrible tee shot. We've only missed the green by a few feet. Just gonna have to try and chip it close now. Aim a little bit left of the hole. Yeah, not bad. So we finished the back 8 holes 3 over par, which is easily my best ever back 8 in Rhuddlan. Overall we had my best ever round in Rhuddlan. It's a really good day. Even got a birdie in there. The golf watch was brilliant, really good help. And the Amazon balls, yeah. I think at our level, or my level, you don't really notice too much difference between balls, but the Amazon balls were totally fine. Yeah, happy with them as well. Hopefully Denby Golf Course will be open again soon. It's been closed recently because of the snow and the frozen conditions, so look out for more videos back up there soon.